On the bustling streets of the Bronx, 40% of children live in poverty, 60% in broken homes. Richie Torres was one of those kids.
When you were at home, did you ever feel like anyone was there to give you love?
No. My mom was a young mother, so she wasn't there. My father was a drug addict, so I was always alone.
At just 14, he joined a gang.
I was jumped in.
So you were beaten?
I was beaten. Women, have to be gang raped in order to, be in a gang.
And Torres had to build street credibility. That meant selling crack and beating up innocent victims.
It felt good at the time.
To hurt someone?
Yeah, it felt like, oh wow, like I'm needed.
One day he saw it, his reflection in his victim's face.
Just seeing him run away and just blood all over the place and guys behind me laughing. I was like, this could be me tomorrow.
A power struggle between gang leaders gave Torres a way out. And not long after, he stumbled upon a neighborhood gym where mopping the mats bought him a ticket into the world of mixed martial arts.
You found your love in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I found it there.
And it loves you back.
Yes, and it's given me a lot back. It's given me relationships. It's given me health. It's given me understanding. I don't have to hit you. I can walk away, or I can subdue you if I have to, but I don't have to hurt you.
What would you call that?
I would call it just empowerment.
The impact of mixed martial arts on inner city kids was seldom mentioned in New York's 20-year-long battle to legalize the sport. Last March on the assembly floor, the world finally heard about those forgotten children, thanks to this man and this moment.
It's something just doesn't sit well with me to say that voting for this is supporting domestic violence, or to say that voting for this is promoting senseless violence. Because the very definition of sports is to learn a skill and to be able to control it through the rules and regulations of that sport.
Assemblyman Marcus Crespo represents the Bronx.
What mixed martial arts and the UFC and others in the sport have been able to do for people who didn't find an opportunity elsewhere, I've seen those stories. There are young people in my own community who found and channeled their way through life through this sport. In communities like mine, our kids, they need that. They need an outlet that welcomes that energy, that helps them channel it appropriately, that teaches them disciplines that can translate to life, and that it makes them aspire to be champions.
After a fight, there is still mutual respect.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you just did the purest thing possible.
Which is?
Fighting.
People would say fighting is pure. Explain that.
Because it's the only way that you can impose yourself on someone without having to cheat.
Now 35, Torres still lives in the Bronx, where he works in retail.
You said you had friends who you lost in the gang.
Yeah, it's it becomes a memorial for them,
The streets.
Yeah, the streets.
The murals, the vigils, decorations of death on his doorstep. 20 years later, gang violence is still evaporating men into memories.
Some people feel that if two people who have beef are able to fight it out physically through a mixed martial arts event, rather than pick up a gun and shoot and kill the other person, well, then we've saved a life.
You're right. These shootings, the access to illegal weapons, the fact that so much of the deaths occur at the hands of youth on youth crime, we can't deny that this is a problem. At the end of the day, more important, and I keep coming back to this, is having respect for your opponent, that you can say, you know what, it's done, it's over, I love you, man, let's keep it moving. And you know what, sometimes the strongest of friendships come out of experiences like that.
Some people may say, well, okay, fine, but amateur has been legal. So why do we need Ronda Rousey fighting at Madison Square Garden to save kids in the Bronx?
We have transitional folks who are in transitional housing and shelters who have dealt with homelessness. To know that Ronda went through that and look at what she is now, that's going to entice somebody.
A lot of them come from nothing.
It helps you.
It helps me a tremendous amount. Forrest Griffin said, he said the juice is worth the squeeze. That resonates for me because it's like, yeah, not everyone makes it. I understand that. Not everyone makes it, but man, if you can give yourself a chance, I just want to be able to tell people, hey, just because you come from nothing doesn't mean that you aren't anything. I'm always gonna be a martial artist.
It's an identity.
Yeah, it's something that you live. To someone, it's superficial, you know, because they might say, okay, you got out of gangs and you got out of a negative lifestyle, but you're still here. You know?
So what would you say to them?
I would say, yes, that's the beauty of it, is that I am still here.